So for you, how important is it to get a good run of games going? You mentioned just starting to get back into the team. How important is it to sort of be playing and build up a run of games?
No, yeah, definitely. I think it's hard when you're in and out. You play like once and then you might not play for 4 weeks. It's hard to get. You all stay fit, but it's hard to get your match fitness. So when you get a run of games, you start to see just the differences in your game that you can actually help you in the matches. And I'm just starting to maybe hit the marks where I want to hit now. I set myself high levels anyway, but I'm just starting to hit them, which is what I'm pleased about. And whoever the manager is who comes in, hopefully he likes you, and if he doesn't, or he doesn't like you, then you just got to carry on working hard, and hopefully sooner or later something will turn the corner. But as players, you can't really worry about the manager too much. You've got to just worry on about trying to train hard and play when you can. Yeah, no, I think we need to start obviously being more ruthless. We've been ruthless in defensive in our own box. We've not conceded a lot, but we need to start being ruthless when we get the chances, because we have still created a few. Like I said, against Blackburn, we created 3 or 4 very good chances, and we've got to start taking them, because that's what wins your games at the end of the day. Defending can help you win, but scoring the goals is going to win your game. So we need to be more ruthless in that box.
All I can do is back him at the moment. That's what we're here to do. We're working, as I said, we're working together, and we're trying to put a team together out in the field to go and win games. As I said, whatever happens after that is out of our hands. But obviously, like you do with all the people that you work with, you help them. You help them to do the best that you can. Managers will make their own decisions at the end of the day, and that's why they are managers. So, but all you can do is give a little bit of information, and if they take it on board, great. If not, then we carry on and work together to try and make it work.
And just moving on now to the victory in the Cup. You mentioned obviously bringing some young players through. Obviously, as he mentioned, the fans will be wanting to see a lot more youngsters involved in the squad. Do you take great confidence from the fact that a lot of the youngsters played well in the Cup and will be looking to bring them more into the league? Yeah,
certainly. Clubs like Gillingham and the clubs in the same kind of level as us, it's important that we have a good youth structure and get youngsters coming through. But at the end of the day, they're only good enough. If they're young enough, they're good enough. But they've got to be good enough to get through in the first place. You can't just chuck youngsters out there because they're around the club. They've got to be good enough, and we're fortunate enough to have 3 or 4 really good youngsters here at the moment who have got a chance. They've got a chance. You can't chuck them all in, because as you've seen in the league, and quite rightly you said it, it's a strong league. League One this year is a very, very strong league. So it would be unfair to chuck 4 or 5 of them in at the same time. They've got to be nurtured, and they've got to be given the opportunities individually. That's why these cup games are very good, to give these boys a chance. That's why they put some of the younger ones are sent out on loan to play men's football, so that they come back, they're ready. Finn O'Mara went up to Folkestone and played out there and played 7 or 8 games in men's football. He's come back now. He's on the verge of playing for us on Sunday. So it's something that is important. Although it's a big transition from youth team football into men's football, but you've got to make sure that they're right to do it, not just physically, but tactically and technically. So that the 3 things work together.
Just in terms of, some people might not say that the Checker Trade Trophy is particularly important, but in terms of getting a good result and bringing that into the league, how important is it to get that one victory that can spark some wins in the league as well?
Yeah, I said before, it's important to win every game. Any game that you win, it gives everybody a boost. Players thrive on confidence, and if you're winning games, that confidence comes on its own. So obviously the last 3 games, I think the boys would take a lot of confidence out of that, and the training has been great. The boys have been really working hard in training, and they've looked bright in training. So hopefully we can take that over now to the league programme coming up and continue the work that has been put in all season, not just in the last 2 or 3 weeks, but all season. So they can take that a step further and hopefully start moving up that league.
Just in terms of, obviously you spoke to Jake before, he says that defensively they feel great as a unit, but has there been a particular focus on scoring goals? Maybe some would say needs to be a bit more clinical in front of goal in your matches. So would you say that you've been focusing extra hard on scoring goals in training?
No, not focusing extra hard. We do it every day, every week. We do it. It's something that is a part of training. Everybody misses chances, and and we've missed a few in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's an individual thing. It's an individual thing. You can only get better by practicing, but when you're put in a situation, they either go in or they don't. Now, there'll be players in our team that at the moment are most probably missing chances. There'll come a stage in the season where everything that they do will go in the net, and you'll find that. But the most important thing is that we keep on making chances. You know, if you're not making chances, then there's a problem. But, you know, even against Blackburn last week, we had like 3, 4, 5 really good chances, which should have been goals. But if we keep that and creating, then the law of averages say that you will start scoring. But you work on technique in training, but I think it's a natural thing, goal scoring. It's a natural thing. You can only just, you know, brush up on it, but good habits. But that's something that we do on a daily basis. So that's something that we haven't said, right, we are not scoring, we've got to work harder on it. No, we do that anyway.
So you believe you've just been unfortunate, keepers you're on, the goals will come?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it might be a little bit of lack of technique in that situation where, you know, you could ask boys in training and they'll go through and out of 15 they'll score 12 goals. You'll get one on a Saturday and you've got to take it. So, you know, that's the difference. You know, that's the difference most probably between top quality strikers and not so top quality strikers. So, you know, you only have 2 or 3 chances a game, you score 2 goals, people are going to talk about you, aren't you? So, you know, that one chance comes along, you've got to make sure you take it. Got to make sure you take it. But there's no guarantees on that. There's no guarantees. It's like goalkeepers. You know, goalkeepers can make one mistake, it's a goal. But all the good things that they do in the game are forgotten. Whereas strikers, they can do hundreds of good things in the game. They go through one-on-one and miss a chance, that's all they talk about. So it's a fine divide, really. You know, that the forwards that we got work really hard and they deserve to get their goals. And they will. They'll get them.